What's up, you guys? So it's Layla Lynn, and I'm back with a new video. And I want to talk about this. In case you missed it, Janet Jackson came out and questioned the race of Kamala Harris. She was asked in an interview by The Guardian how she would feel if Kamala Harris was to win the presidency, being that Kamala Harris would be the first Black woman president. And Janet was like, "Is she Black?" I heard she was white. I heard they found her daddy, and her daddy is white. Now, in this video, I want to get into the real reason she did that. And it's not what people think. A lot of people think that Janet Jackson is uninformed or just kind of ditzy. And it's not that. It's almost like an act, like how Portia kind of puts on an act like she pretends to be ditzy, just like Paris Hilton used to do. People do that, but really it's a reason behind what she did. And it has to do with Michael. So we're going to get into that in this video. But first, if you're watching, if you haven't yet subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. And everyone, click the thumbs up button. Support your girl. All right, you guys. So let's take a look at this. Now, this is back. I believe this is in 2004, but this is back when there were a lot of rumblings about Michael Jackson, and he was about to go on trial in 2005 for SA of children. And this is Kamala Harris. Kamala Harris was Attorney General, and this is what she had to say versus what Donald Trump had to say. And this tells you why Janet said what she said.
That could mean life in prison. And cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
So that was Kamala. It seemed that she was on the side of the victims in the case, but this tells you why Janet said what she said. It was not just her being ditzy. She said it for a reason.
That could mean life in prison. And cases like this can depend on the testimony of the child accuser.
In general, the child will be able to recall and recollect with some detail the incident, and that is persuasive to a jury, even if it is the only testimony that is available.
Jackson gave a wave when he was released after booking. He's scheduled for arraignment in January.
Michael's been a long-time resident of Trump Tower, and last night the Donald strongly reiterated his defense of Jackson with Larry King by going after the accuser's mother.
She's had plenty of experience at going after people, and she goes after them viciously and violently, and I saw a story and I read another story about some of the things she's done. And I don't believe it.
But you know what it's like when indictment.
So basically, Trump believed that Michael Jackson was innocent. This was his public statement. He believed publicly that Michael Jackson was innocent, and Kamala Harris didn't seem to feel the same. And so that's why Janet said what she said. Janet is very protective of her big brother. She's very protective of him to a fault, if you ask me. But if you guys remember the Super Bowl incident with her and Justin Timberlake, that happened in 2004 when they were performing at the Super Bowl and she was exposed. Now, to me, I always felt like it was on purpose. And I believe the designer of the costume said that the costume was built that way on purpose, but she acted like it was an accident, and it caused a lot of like mass chaos, mass confusion. But in my opinion, and I've heard a lot of people who share the same opinion, that she did that to put the attention on her and take it away from her brother, because her brother was getting ready to go on trial for harming children. And so that's how far she'll take it as far as protecting her brother. Like, she'll sacrifice herself for her brother. So her saying what she said about Kamala, she is not uninformed like people think she is. She's not uninformed. She's just protective of her brother and his legacy. Page 6 reports that the criticism on social media was swift and devastating, as comedian D.L. Hugley blasted the interview as sounding like a Trump rally and even took a shot at Janet Jackson's plastic surgery. And he said it's a little ironic to question whether someone is Black while you're breathing through the nose of a white woman. And Page Six was told that Janet Jackson's inner circle was perplexed by the interview and feared that the fallout could be more severe than that of the Super Bowl situation with Justin Timberlake. Now, I disagree. I feel like people don't want to hate Janet, so I feel like this is all going to blow over, but apparently they're concerned that it's not. So here's what people are saying on social media. DL Hugley is still trending on social media for his comments on it. He said, all I know is Kamala looks like she did when she was in Oakland, but Janet don't look like she did when she was Penny. What the hell was in that iron? Somebody else said, Dear Janet Jackson, Kamala Harris is as black or blacker than your son, all three of your ex-husbands, and the vast majority of your nieces and nephews. Sincerely, if you don't know, now you know news. Van Lathan said Janet Jackson repeated racist right-wing tropes and lies about Kamala Harris. Why y'all not keeping the same energy for her that y'all have for these rappers? And I think it's just because people love Janet. Like, nobody wants to hate Janet Jackson. But y'all leave a comment and let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about Janet Jackson questioning if Kamala Harris is really black? And what do you think about her continuously defending her brother Michael? Whether he's right or wrong, whether he's guilty or innocent, she always defends him. So leave a comment and let me know what you think about that. What's up, you guys? It's Layla Lynn, and I am letting you in on something that has made my life so much easier, and that is Audible. As a content creator, I'm always busy. I'm always busy either creating content or doing something with my kids or just doing something. But with Audible, I can keep my mind engaged and entertained no matter what else I'm doing. And personally, I love listening to audiobooks and podcasts without having to stop what I'm doing and flip pages. Audible is a membership service that provides you with the world's largest selections of audiobooks, along with podcasts and exclusive Audible originals. Your Audible membership is completely free for the first 30 days. And you can listen anytime, anywhere with the free Audible app on your iPhone or your Android device, or even on Alexa-enabled devices, Kindles, and more. So if you enjoy your free trial, you just let it keep going and your membership will automatically continue. Audible will send you an email reminder before your trial ends, just so you know. So don't worry if you decide it's not for you. You can cancel anytime, and you do have that reminder and you won't be charged. So there's no commitment and no cancellation fee, and it is for you to enjoy. So if you are like me and you want to make the most of your time while you're busy, try Audible with the free trial. Click the link in the description box to start your free trial, and let me know what you're listening to.
Layla, 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 tell us it all.